having a wonderful and marvelous start to your year. So as you guys can see from the title, we're going to talk about vision boards, visualization, and how to get organized and plan out your 2022. So you guys love when I do these videos at the beginning because I've shared how I love vision boards. I love creating them, whether they come to pass or not. The thought of just creating them and just putting my desires out in the atmosphere, I just love it. I have shared how it works for me. I've also shared my testimony on how I've changed the way I've done it to make things come to pass. Although I've shared some tips on how you can make an effective vision board that comes to pass, I'll link it here for you guys in case you missed it. I'm just going to share briefly about that, but also to share what I did last year to help me be more organized and prepared for the year to come. So y'all ready? Are y'all ready? All right, so without any further ado, let's get it. But before I start, girl, it's 2022. Are you subscribed to my channel? No? Okay, well, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell twice so that way you're notified every time I post a video. So I know you guys have seen, heard, it's probably what everybody's doing or have done in the past couple of days, couple of weeks to start the new year off. So like I said, I have been doing vision boards since oh my God, I can't even think of how many years it's been. It's been a couple of years now. So when I first started, I was just putting anything and everything on there just to kind of fill out the paper or just to kind of put things on there, but they weren't things that were specific about what I wanted. It was just, oh, okay, I'm gonna put this car. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put this house. Oh, okay, I'm gonna put this bank. You know, just little things. But over time, I learned that you need to be specific about what you want to bring to pass or what your desires are, you know, floating around in your head. So once I started getting specific about the visions that were coming to my mind or what I wanted or saw for myself, I started to be more specific. So instead of putting just a car, I would put the specific car that I wanted. I put the kind of car I wanted. So I would Google the kind of car I wanted and I'll put on there. And then if it was a specific amount of money that I wanted to make, I will print out or type up that amount, put it on my vision board. And once I started becoming specific, things started happening. So I shared all that in this video here so you can check it out. I'm gonna go over how you can create an effective one for 2022. Also to show my vision board from last year and show what came to pass. Because like I said, every year I like for it to be kind of between me and God, me and my home skillet up above. Because, you know, it's just one of those things where you just want to keep things quiet and, you know, move in silence and everything. And then I'm going to show you guys and tell you guys how you can be more organized and plan out your life. You guys know that I got baptized last year, so I've been doing a lot of like soul searching as far as like the things that we see in the world and things that are always constantly in our faces. The thing that I noticed that a lot of people were talking about and were sharing like on YouTube, Google and all that was manifestation. So if you guys don't know what manifestation is, I will leave the definition here, but it's pretty much you believing in something and you speak into existence or you do something to bring it to pass. But I know a lot of Christians aren't for manifestation and all of that because it could come off as like witchcraft and stuff like that. And I know with vision boards, you know, because you're kind of manifesting or you're kind of like putting things on there for some reason, you know, it could come off as that. So manifestation is pretty much the worldly way of having faith. You're believing in something and praying and hoping that it will come to pass. And I mean, that's pretty much what it is. I mean, manifestation is pretty much faith. So with vision boards, like I told you guys in that video, is to just sit and get quiet, because I wholeheartedly believe that God gives us visions to things that he has called us to do. And it's either we obey and bring it, you know, work towards it to bring it to pass, or we just keep ignoring it because it doesn't make sense, or it's like, how is this gonna happen, God, and blase blase. But that's how faith works. you don't understand. You know, you just gotta keep believing. Even though you can't see what you're believing in, but you are believing in it that it will come to pass. So it's kind of like that when it comes to vision boards. But like I said, when I do my vision boards, I like to sit and get quiet and I just visualize, because it's like you can kind of see, you kind of feel it, and you just put what your desire is. Like, there's no shame. Like in the Bible, it says, delight yourself in him and he will give you the desires of your heart. Now granted, you have to delight in him, like not just do stuff to get stuff from him. You know, you want to build a relationship with God, but if you just give yourself to him and really live for him, then the desires that are meant for you, if it be his will, he will give it to you. So that's kind of how I like visualize and just plan out what I want to, you know, I guess bring past, or what I want happen for myself the year of. Ask God, like, okay, God, what is it? What is it? What is it? Or, you know, just if it's a desire, but you want him to kind of work it out where even if it's not exactly what you want, it's something better, because whatever you don't get, he's gonna provide something better. So that's kind of how I visualize it. TikTok especially, there's like this witch TikTok and manifestation TikTok. If you listen to these sounds, good things will happen. So each his own, but I know what has worked for me, especially from a Christian standpoint, and it's kind of one, like I said, it's kind of one and two in the same, but I know where my source comes from. So I want to show you guys my vision board from last year, and just kind of what happened and what didn't happen, because life happens. I like to put business on one side, inspiration, quotes on one side, family stuff on another, and all that good stuff. So my theme for last year was to believe bigger, because I feel like sometimes I can have a limited mindset, because sometimes you just feel like that's impossible, but I forget that I serve a God who says all things are possible. So my thing was to think bigger, to believe bigger, to believe bigger than what I was thinking. So that was my thing for last year. And then here on my family side, as you guys can see, I put a family of 5. So it's like me, the big guy, so it's me, the big guy, Maddie, Tristan, and our baby. We were expecting earlier last year. Unfortunately, we had a miscarriage, but now I'm expecting again. So family of 5 loaded. So I'm super excited about that. And then I want a new car, but so I didn't get it. I don't think I'm gonna get this. I don't know if I want, so this is the model I wanted, but when I went to test drive it, I realized I didn't. So either I'm going to look for a newer version, or I'm just gonna, so I have like 3 different, especially having a family of 5, like I need to make sure that, you know, I told you guys we're looking for a new car because we need a bigger vehicle for our growing family and stuff. So this would not, I mean, it would have worked, but like I said, I didn't like when I test drove it. This is the GLS 450 from Mercedes, and it was a 2017 version, so I didn't really like it. But so yeah, so I will so we'll be going to test drive a few cars and stuff to see what we like and to see what will work. So I said I wanted to go to Disney World for Christmas. So we didn't go to Disney World for Christmas. However, we went on a Disney cruise for my birthday, and it was during their holiday, you know, festivities and everything. So we went on a Disney cruise during their very merry time. So I'm telling you, like, if something doesn't work out, God will provide a way to work it out better, or it'll be exactly the way he wants it to be for your life. I like to have quotes and stuff. So I put crazy faith to align with my bigger belief. And like I said, it's just believing big, like just thinking crazy thoughts. So on this side, this was like my business stuff. So I wanted to be, and I will be, a successful and influential, because that was my goal, is to be influential, not just an influencer, but to be impactful and to be an influential Black mom influencer. Like I wanted to be like in magazines like Parent, Texas, Essence, to be featured in like certain, magazines that I love and read. Didn't happen, but I'm gonna put those right back on, because if something didn't happen this year, I'm gonna keep believing and put it back on next year. So but yeah, I'm just praying that I'll get featured in like Essence or Parents magazine or something of that nature. I didn't hit 6 figures, but I made the most money blogging this year. I did make 5 figures in my blogging this year, so I'm very proud about that. I didn't hit 100K subscribers on YouTube, which is okay. I have like 80,000 more to go, but I'm gonna be there one day. And I didn't get verified on Instagram, but hopefully I will get there. And I didn't hit 100K on Instagram as well. I didn't do photo shoots or commercial shoots. It's been a dream of mine, is to do like commercial and magazine print ads and stuff like that, especially with my family, because I've always wanted to do that. But I'm just still believing it'll happen. Hopefully it'll happen this year. Even though half of the stuff didn't happen for me, stuff did happen. It just didn't happen. Like, I didn't hit 6 figures, or I didn't get into magazines and stuff. I didn't get the car of my dreams. But that's not to say it won't happen. It's the vision that I had, and things started to happen. So it's in a process. It's working out. And remember, a lot can change in a year. Trust and believe me, a lot can change in a year, but it all has to be on divine timing. Because if I try to do stuff or things happen prematurely, I wouldn't know what to do with it. So that's why I'm learning to just kind of humble myself and just trust the process, trust the journey. Because y'all know I've been on YouTube for a while, and I'm like, man, like, I'm just stuck. My numbers aren't growing and stuff, but it's the journey. It's the journey. I'm still going, and I'm still here. I'm still here. That's TikTok. So I share that because I know some people want to do vision boards, some people don't, because they believe it's just trash, it's not worth it. But I'm telling you, like, living life with no plan or no vision, you're just gonna be living however and doing whatever. That's why when it says write the vision, make it plain, like literally, like, he gives you the vision, he gives you the provision to bring the vision to life. It all starts by listening and just putting things into the atmosphere, like, that's why faith without works is dead. You can believe and have faith and crazy faith all you want to about certain things, but if you're not putting work behind that faith, nothing's gonna happen. I hate seeing people who have goals and who have aspirations to do something, or they wanna be a blogger and influencer and stuff like that, but they're not putting in the work. They're half doing it, and then they wonder why they're not getting the results that they want. So you gotta do the work. Gotta do the work. You want a new car? Okay, you're gonna have to budget. You're gonna have to shop. You're gonna have to test drive. You're gonna have to do things before you can get the car. I didn't have the money to get the car that I wanted, but guess what? I went to the Mercedes dealership. I test drove the GLS 450. Like I said, it was a 17, and I test drove a 2020 GLE 350. So I did the work, but now it's a matter of, for one, if I really want it, and then two, just saving, budgeting for it. It takes time. You gotta do the work. So you get the vision, do the work, and then before you know it, the vision becomes plain and it will come to pass. So you can do it on a board. I do it old school way because I just love to see my vision boards and stuff. Or you can do it digitally. You can go on canva.com, you go on picmonkey.com, you can go on Adobe, Word, and just print out, put clip arts and stuff. You can be as creative as you want to. It's your vision. So do a daggone thing, girl. So ways to stay organized and plan out your year, because life happens. Life be happening, y'all, okay? As we can see, we're going into 2 years of this pandemic. We don't know when the end is going to come. Probably not for a while, but who is to say that staying organized and planning you know, is a bad thing. So what has helped me, of course, to organize and plan out my life on a daily, weekly, monthly, and yearly basis is to have a planner. So having a planner is very, very important because especially as a mom and an entrepreneur, I have to make sure I keep everything written down, from appointments to when my children go back to school to when I have my doctor's appointments for my baby. I have to write down everything. But I love planners that are not only just where you can jot down your appointments, but you can dream as well. So this is a planner that I got from TJ Maxx, and I love it because you can actually visualize and plan inside of it. So you can put your big ideas, minor details. You can do it here again. You can plan out your month. So I have my top 5 goals. You have your month, you have the monthly part here, then your weekly, and then you can check off your day, you know, any weekly things that you had to do, your weekly wins. I mean, it's really detailed. And then you can do your month in review, and also it has a budget area. So since I have to budget for a new car before my baby gets here, I need to make sure that I am setting monthly budgets and I am, you know, jotting down things, especially as an entrepreneur. You know, you want to make sure that you're putting down your expenses and stuff like that. So yeah, but it has a money tree. It's really detailed. So if you're into those kind of things, this is a good planner for you. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to use a regular planner that just has your weeks, months, days, and call it a day. Another thing that helped me to stay organized were my sticky notes. So writing down things like my notes. As you guys can see, I bought me a new pack for 2022 because I ran out on my other one. But just writing down things, writing down goals. You can put it on the wall, you can put it on your computer, you can just put it where it can be seen to help you hold yourself accountable. It's printing out a calendar. So this is a content calendar that I love from Momfluence. Momfluence is a platform for mom influencers, mom bloggers and stuff. So every month they send out a content calendar, as you guys can see. So this is January. You can put your monthly goals, your weekly goals, put your numbers, things to celebrate, collabs this month. And also it's a good way to see like, okay, what content am I going to do this week, this month, blase. You know, you can check on your goals, make sure you're holding yourself accountable, and then also just writing things down. So I have this here. This is my go-to notebook. I have a gold one that I used last year, but this is my 2021 this year. And it's just a notepad, like I said, just writing down goals. Like I said, just to write down goals, to plan out my content, plan out what I want to say. And then like I can put my content calendar on here so that way I can see my content for the week and the month. One thing I want to get into is digital planning. So I bought a digital planner for my iPad. I'm actually gonna be using Tristan's old iPad because he's not using it anymore. He got a new iPad for Christmas. So I figured why not use it for my business and stuff. So I'll be able to check my emails. I have a stylus that I bought, but I'll be able to check my emails on the iPad. I'll be able to digital planner. I bought a digital planner off of Etsy. I can link it down below. Almost a month ago, I saw a girl on Pinterest digital planning and stuff like that, and I had no idea that it was a thing. So I was like, okay, well, let me save up to get an iPad and then I'll do that. But like I said, Tristan ended up getting a new iPad for Christmas. So now I'm able to use this old one. It's a little cracked, but it still works, to be able to do a digital planning and stuff like that. And then that'll be another way to stay organized. But the goal of all of this is to stay organized. And also having a planner, also having like a magnet on your fridge so you can write your to-do list or you can write your appointments. Maybe a little old school, but if I do not write things down, I will forget. and I will not go to my appointment, or I will not, do something because it's out of sight, out of mind. So to avoid that out of sight, out of mind mentality when it comes to my daily life, I have to write things down. So I encourage you guys, write it down. Write it down. Time block. My therapist has shared with me to time block. Like when I wake up in the morning from 6 to 8, that's prayer, meditation, devotion. Then 8 to 10, take the kids to school, go get Starbucks. Like, I'm just this example. But time blocking has been very, very, very important. And it's something I haven't done in a while because, like I said, it's just the holidays and everything's just all over the place. But once the kids get back to school and we get back in our routine, time block is coming back. So I encourage you guys to start time blocking. Like if you want to wake up at 5, okay, from 5:30 to 6:30, that's gonna be prayer, meditation, devotion. From 6:30 to 7:30, get the kids up, bathe, all of that for school. From 7:30 to 8:30, take the kids to school. Like, I love it. I love time blocking, and I think it's very effective for people to stay organized. All right, so I know I've talked your heads off long enough, but I hope you guys enjoyed these tips. I hope you guys have started your vision board, and it's not too late. Don't think that this is just a millennial or Gen Z kind of thing. Anybody can make a vision board, young or old, because I'm telling you, nothing's worse than going through life with no plan, no strategy. You're just existing. You're not really living. And I've learned the hard way. When I don't do those things or I don't have a plan, I'm just existing. And I ain't trying to be existing. I'm trying to live. Like, I'm trying to live big. I'm trying to live the way that I'm supposed to, So you're not too old. You're not too young. Create a vision board. Like I said, if you don't want to do it the old school way, do it on your phone, but get a vision, get a planner, plan out your life. And although life happens, every day it's not going to go the way that you thought it would go, and things happen. But if you have a plan and you have faith, if you want things to come to pass, you need to have a vision. And you need to write the vision, make it plain, do the work, and they'll come to pass. Ask me how I know. All right, so I hope this was helpful. Let me know down below if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I'm looking forward to bringing more content to you guys, but I wanted to bring this to you to start you off right in the new year. Hopefully my experience inspired you to do the same, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.